to the line, and, well, they get fouled on average less than they foul other teams.
And that's certainly not good in a matchup against Amsterdam, who get to the line the third, at least last year, got to the line the third most times of any team in the league. They put pressure on you on the drive. And an early foul called on the burner, trying to stop Dreesen, who Boz mentioned, had 5 points in that opener. Big Drizzy with the Wilson from the left wing, moving right, hands it over to Medieval. Nowhere to go, inside, and, well, Dreesen got the shot to go, but not.
It didn't count.
Didn't count because of the foul.
The matchup between these two teams has been a good one, though. They're almost tied, right? Amsterdam's got 5 wins. Vienna's got 4 wins over the last few years. So it's been a battle. That Wuxi Masters was a finals where, well, Vienna won. They beat Amsterdam in the last game.
Yeah, there were flashes again last year where they looked good. Fabioso, two-piece. I want to see Sonel, obviously here in the second season. You know, his full body of work. You know, starting the year, fully invested and engaged in 3x3. You know, they had the off season now, and you know he trended upward last year. He definitely trended upward.
He had a 14-point explosion late in the season. Remember?
Yeah, of course I do. Those games don't come around too often. Hype worthy. He's a unicorn these days. The face of the league. No face time that time. Worthy bottled up in the corner. He'll get it over to Alberts. Alberts cross, right, left. Drives left, fades away, and got his lunch packed. Fabio Sonel, great timing. That is one thing that you can count on from Sonel. The offense has been, you know, kind of up and down, but the defense is always there. Worthy trying to explain himself to official Veshko, and he ain't hearing it. Ball back over to Vienna. Worthy with the quick hands. And Worthy's going to get a warning. He felt like he got fouled. So Worthy got to maintain his composure, settle in. Vienna back in control. 9 to shoot. Kaltenbrunner wastes no time. It's a misfire. Balkanek snuffs out the rebound. Height from the logo. Height. Sonel in defense. Worthy got him on an island. Cross up. Oh, the bucket will not count. He does get the whistle that time, but no continuation on the shot. Foul on the floor. Called on Sonel. It is the 4th on Vienna.
4 early fouls. That means Vienna is having a tough time guarding Amsterdam here.
Big Drizzy on the drive. And he cannot convert it. Kaltenbrunner trying to creep around Balkanek. And Balkanek gets called for the blocking foul. Marati getting a rest. KTB. Driving left. Got the size advantage on Alberts. Can't get the hook to go. They'll get reset. Offensive rebound. Gives Vienna another shot at it. And that shot is blown. Travel called on Kaltenbrunner. MVP of the Europe Cup last year. And still a youthful 3x3 talent. He'll watch on from the bench as Amsterdam have control. Another whistle, and guess who? Vienna caught fouling again.
Another one.
Is it just season opener nerves or what?
I'm not sure, but it's 5 fouls early. It's going to be tough to play through for the rest of the game.
Foul connect, no good. Kaltenbrunner whips it over. Marati to the crib. 2-point lead for Vienna. Game number 5 of 12, day 1. This is the season opener in Utsunomiya. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain, on the mic with you. Blazon fires, and he'll get reloaded. off the miss. Alberts, pump fake, 2, let go, and off the iron it goes. So the offense for both teams leaving some to be desired. Blazan, jump hook, back iron, foul connect. A lot of attention being played to Balconnect and how he contributes. Obviously played spot duty with the team last year, but now going to be a mainstay. After the bucket, he's going to foul Blazan. Timeout on the floor in a 3-3 tie. Am I allowed to sing this song? It is Mace and
Faith Evans
and Baby Oil. Now, who rock, who not? Tell me who sell out. Man, do you remember that back in the day, Bob?
I do.
Yeah.
That was a great era of music.
Indeed. Back to the action. In front of the Futa Arayama Shrine here in Utsunomiya. Murati, 2-piece combo. Big Drizzy runs into trouble. And yeah, you can see him anticipating the contact from Kaltenbrunner, and he drug the pivot foot, easy travel call. Murati up top. You do see that ball sticking a little bit more in Vienna's offense. It doesn't move as quickly.
Look, I think Kaltenbrunner in this iteration of the squad needs to be the main creator, right? He can get to the basket. He's a wide body, and he can finish around the rim. With no Quincy Diggs on the roster for now, he's going to have to step up and take a bigger role, and that should make the offense run smooth. But don't discredit this Team Amsterdam's defense, though.
Yeah, they haven't had that game breaker. There's Big Drizzy with a little poke. So now left alone, and he will knock down his second double dip. De Jong with Murati. Pulls the 2, back iron. Blazan nearly turned it over. Worthy is down. Murati puts it up, and it goes down. Vienna is leading this game 9-4 with a trio of 2s. A couple from Sonel, and now Murati getting in on the yak.
Look, Worthy was on the floor complaining about a call, and that left Jan Driessen on an island against 2 players on offense.
But again, I kind of told you, again, in our podcast, Word on the Streets, replace the E's with 3s, check it out, that I was a little concerned about the nonchalant kind of demeanor through my eyes with Amsterdam coming into this year. They won the World Tour final last year. They're still a great team. But I want to see the dog in them. I don't want to see the complaining. I don't want to, I want to see them going 100 miles an hour from start to finish. And they won game 1. So now, oh, what a move. 4-point lead for the Austrians. Worthy going to work on Kaltenbrunner. One-legged fader is a no-go. KTB has it broken up. Height. 2-piece makes it a 2-point game. Almost halfway through.
Well, there's that 8th foul.
There's that last 2-piece from Worthy De Jong, the reigning league MVP.
He needed one of those to go down because he didn't have a lot of room for his creativity on offense if they don't, if they don't close out on him on his shots. This is going to give him room to operate.
Well, Worthy, 30% from 2 range last year. Foul connect, off target on his first of 2 free throws. Vienna's foul issues, a big storyline early in this game. And with 5 minutes to play, their defense could be the the cause of them potentially losing this if they don't settle down. So now with a heat check, and he's going to get a warning. There was a lot of extracurriculars after that shot attempt.
Yeah, true.
He was a fighter, right? He wasn't a soccer player, was he?
Sometimes you got to show a foul.
All those theatrics. De Jong cannot finish with the right on the left side. Quickly up top to Nico. And the third foul on Amsterdam. Back up top with Marati. Up top. So now. That one scratches the iron. Worthy, no hesitation, just hydration. H2O, water from the left wing. Burner gives it up. Marati, nice fake. Got it off in time. Dreesen will tip it back out to Height. Target practice right between the eyes of Carlton Burner. 13-10 Amsterdam. Marati right back at you. Now Worthy gives it up. Uh-oh, miscommunication with Alberts. Turnover. Foul red. But this game has turned into a shootout, at least the last couple of possessions. First Worthy and then Marati. So back and forth we go in the 13-12 game.
Yeah, and it was Sonel for Vienna early with 5 points out of their 10 to start this game, but he's been cold on his last 2 attempts. What is interesting, though, is the fact that they're running pick and pops for him. So they have the trust in him shooting that shot, whereas last year you saw him roll to the basket every single time.
Well, he's proven the ability to be able to knock him down. He's not a guy I would want to leave open. It's the contested twos that I wouldn't want him taking. We are back to business. Marati. Alberts not giving them any room to breathe. Suffocating defense, it won't matter anyway. Take him off the to-do list. Marati getting to it. Balkanek now up top. Big Drizzy! Nice finish. I thought he might yam that thing.
Yep.
Lazan takes his time. 14 up. This matchup is playing out exactly how we thought it would. Again, in the last 9 meetings, 5-4 in terms of the win column.
Well, it's a 5th foul on Amsterdam there.
3:12 to go. No worries about being into the penalty yet for the Dutch. Vienna already there. They've got to be the sharper defensive team the rest of the way. The sharp shooting, however, from Marati does not continue. He will miss, but a whistle on the inside is the 6th on Amsterdam.
Yeah, they keep racking up silly fouls in this stage of the game, but I get it. You'd rather take a foul than have Vienna break the tie here.
So now the man with the hot hand. Marati from the logo, all net.
But not wet?
Yeah, but not wet. That's not the type of all-net shot that you want. But he just didn't have any legs in the shot. That's why he's getting a rest right now. Height up top, Bazan. Good on-ball defender against a great offensive creator. Worthy. Tracks down the miss. Height up top, Dreesen. 8 to shoot, no need to panic here for Amsterdam. Balkanek with Sonel on his hip. Patient offense from Amsterdam.
That's great patience, keeping his defender on his back, making sure it's a 2-on-1.
Savvy play there from Balkanek. Not good defensively, however. Left his feet, and that's light work for Kaltenbrunner. Balkanek will fire it out of bounds. Dreesen, what a save. To Worthy in the corner. Worthy continues to finish what he started. Got to get a body on him after he releases a shot.
I like how Worthy is finding ways to make his offense flow. Look, he hasn't been able to go to the basket at will because Vienna's been very tough defensively. But on missed shots, he's tracked down his loose balls, gotten extra opportunities and extra possessions for his team.
Worthy, a 78% free throw shooter. And his MVP 2024 season, 7.2 points per game, tied for #1 in the league with Stefan Kojic for any player with more than 5 events played. Also 4 rebounds per game. He can fill it up. He puts Amsterdam up 17-15. Marati going east to west. Nico, no go that time. And another rebound here for Worthy. Alberts has been quiet. And he will remain that way.
I don't know if Sonell's the type of defender I'd pick my spots against. If being Alberts, you want to get going against another guy in the squad, maybe Murati. All 4 of these Vienna guys, though, very good defenders.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You have to pick somebody, right?
Yeah, pick your battles. He hasn't got many clean looks in this one. Fortunately for Amsterdam, they've gotten a great day from Jan Driessen to kind of compliment Worthy. Balkanek's played pretty well. He had his spurts in game 1. And the result to this point, a 2-point game. Minute 43 left. Pool D action. The last one of the day in Pool D. Or second to last. My bad. Nice play design to get Marati a clean look. The battle for the board. Uh-oh, Sonell gets whistled for the 9th foul.
That's the 10th.
Oh, is it the 10th? You're right. And that is double trouble for Vienna. That means 2 free throws and possession for Amsterdam, who already have a 2-point lead. Jan Driessen, the most experienced 3x3er on this Amsterdam team, will miss on the first of 2. Second is the same. Possession, though, still with Amsterdam. As Worthy will try to make up. Uh-oh. Lost the handle on it. Balkanek. The connect. Left to right. Sonell locked him up. Handcuffed him again. Like you just said.
They're going to challenge this. And I think it might have touched the rim going in underneath the basket.
Well, official Talasainen and Veskovic are discussing. They want to get a closer look at it. But Sonell's not the one, like you said, to attack. That was a tough shot attempt for Balkanek. We'll see if it did touch the rim. If it did, that obviously would not be a shot clock violation. Oh,
I think it touched the rim there.
yeah, off the deflection, right?
See? It depends on whether the net got in the way or not. We can see these same images now that the replay center is showing referee Veskovic, which I love, which is nice.
You got a better angle than me. I'm trying to lean over on your shoulder.
I'll move out of the way.
No,
I
just trust your judgment. I trust your judgment on it.
That's all right, man. At your age, you might need some reading glasses.
Oh, the shot's being fired again. All right, that's the second one. I'll let you get away with, Bonds. I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm going to bust back here in a few. So it looks like official Vesko has made a decision.
And the results are in.
And I believe I heard him say red ball.
Yes. Fresh 12 for Amsterdam.
So it did, touched the rim.
It's Amsterdam ball.
Amsterdam ball. Vienna can't foul. Expect an attack to the rack. Well, never mind. Worthy does what he wants. And he's got a free license to do so with shots like that. Height can't go 2 for 2. But that last double dip made it a 4-point game. Marathi cannot respond. We're under a minute to go. MVP Worthy hands it over to Balkanek. Balkanek, step back, up fake, and got Blazan off his feet, draws the foul.
It's a smart play on Balkanek. Not a lot of space for him, but he gets Blazan up at his feet. But look at Worthy, just deciding that it might be just his game.
Silly.
Pulls up out of nowhere.
I was talking about the foul situation. I thought for sure they would attack the basket. And then Worthy just casually jogs out to the 2-point line. A turnaround two-piece.
1 or 2 for Balkanek from the line.
Amsterdam on the brink of a 2-0 start. And the top seed out of Pool D. All they need is 1 bucket. And Balkanek can't convert the reverse. You're not going to get away with that one.
It's a good contest by Worthy. Looked like an open look from Murati.
You know, you see players all the time when they get caught, like leaving their feet, and it's being contested. Why is that not illegal?
I'm not sure.
Height, Worthy, no. So now, takeoff reverse. So now, deep in his bag in this game. We've seen the 2-point shooting. Now we see the trampolinas from Fabioso. 17 seconds left. Pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, time's running out on Vienna here. Amsterdam has the ball as well. Fouling is not an option because Vienna is in the double penalty. It looks like they're drawing dead in this game.
It will take a monumental collapse and a boatload of luck for Vienna to, win this game, even tie this game. With Amsterdam in possession of the rock. Here we go. They're going to use some clock. Worthy to medieval times. Game over. Amsterdam 21, Vienna 16. As the Dutch will head back to the telly 2-0. And Vienna will have 1 game remaining against Tenaz to decide number 2 out of the group. So this one favors Amsterdam. Close competition throughout. Worthy with some heroics down the stretch.